Today, we're going to talk about the one resource we all have, but we all seem to lose so easily, our time. What if just a small shift in how you see it could, totally change your life? Let's get into it.
Okay, so first things first, let's just do a quick, honest check-in. I want you to think about yesterday. Not the big stuff, but all those little hours in between. Can you really say where they all went? You know that feeling at the end of the night where you're just like, what did I even do today? If you've ever felt that, you're definitely not alone. And that exact feeling, well, that's our starting point for this whole conversation.
So that feeling of lost time, it's actually pointing to this huge fundamental mistake. And it's one that happens so quietly, most of us don't even see it. We're living without a real, genuine awareness of just how valuable our time is. And look, this isn't about productivity hacks or anything like that. It's about a much deeper, personal disconnection from our own lives.
I really want you to look at the wording here, letting days slip away. That word letting, it implies we're being passive, right? It's like we're just sitting on the sidelines, watching our own life go by, instead of being the ones actually in the driver's seat. It feels like time is just happening to us, instead of us living through it.
And, to be fair, it's not completely our fault. We're all kind of living in what you could call the modern time trap. I mean, our entire digital world is basically engineered to grab our attention and hold it, pulling us away from what really matters and just draining this incredibly precious, non-renewable resource.
So what does this actually look like day to day? Well, it's that just one more video that suddenly turns into 2 hours gone. It's that little voice in the back of our heads that says, I'll start tomorrow, which just pushes our real dreams further and further down the road. And all these little habits, they all add up to that same old feeling. Another day has just vanished, poof, gone without a trace.
This right here, this really captures the choice we have in front of us every single day. Over on the left, you've got that passive path, a life of distraction and just reacting to whatever comes up. But on the right, that's an active, conscious alternative. And again, this has nothing to do with becoming some kind of productivity robot. It's about making a huge shift from letting life happen to you to making life happen with you with intention.
So how in the world do we get on that other path? Let's really dig into this idea of a virtuous counterpoint, the whole art of living with intention. What does that actually feel like, in real life? It all starts with being more mindful about our time. And listen, forget trying to cram more things into your day. That's not it. This is a mindset shift. It's about treating each day like the one-of-a-kind, totally unrepeatable thing it is. It's about asking yourself, did I intentionally make space for my work, for real rest, and for love and connection today?
And that brings us right to the heart of it all, intentional living. What this really means is you stop killing time or spending time, and you start thinking of it as this incredible, sacred gift. And when you see it that way, every choice, from what you do tonight to your next big career move, becomes an opportunity to ask, is this really aligned with the person I want to be?
And the best part is, this isn't just some vague idea. It's a super practical 3-step framework. First, you start your day by consciously deciding to treasure it. Simple. Second, you actively look for that balance between work, rest, and your relationships. And finally, and this is the most powerful one, you filter your choices through the lens of your deepest core values.
When you really boil it all down, it just comes to this one simple, powerful truth. It is your time, which means at the end of the day, it's always, always your choice.
So if you only take one single thing away from our chat today, please let it be this. Maybe it's time to stop thinking about time as something you have to manage or conquer, and instead start treating it for what it really is, a sacred gift. And that leaves us with the only question that truly matters. The gift of this day, of this hour, of this very moment, it's right here in your hands. So what are you going to do with it?